What's good? 7th grade. Let's get started here. So for today's skill, remember, you must get a score of 80 to get full credit. Okay, now let's go and click the link right here. What? Oh my gosh. The link should be there. Let me just fix that real quick, people. I got you. You know what? Let's do it. Let me just fix that. You guys are watching me mess up. It's cool. We all make mistakes. There we go. So fast. Okay, so let's click the link here. And when we click the link, we got to make sure, let's remember that it says your name right here. If it does not, it means you are not logged in. So please fix that by logging into Clever. Okay, so we're going to practice simplifying fractions, okay? I noticed that a lot of you guys forgot how to do this, so I'm just going to remind you, and that's what we're going to do. Now, the other thing that you have is this link right here. This form is really important to find the greatest common factor, so I want you guys to click on that, and you'll see this like cute little dog and all the factors of every number. This will be very important. Okay, so the first example that I actually want to go over is this one. It says write 1/4 in lowest terms. What that means is to simplify. And how do we simplify? Well, step 1 is to find the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator. So let's just write that right here. Between numerator plus denominator. Okay. Because, it's always better to be more specific here. So I have to find the greatest common factor between 1 and 4, my numerator and my denominator. So how am I going to do that? If you don't know the factors of 1 or 4, well, here you go. This gives it to you right away. Amazing, right? I know. Okay, so I'm going to write down the greatest common factors here. The greatest common factor for 1 is 1. The greatest common factor for 1, 2, and 4, or these are the factors of 4, right? Because these are the numbers. If you multiply them together, they give you 4. So the greatest common factor, the number that both of them have in common is 1, which is why 1/4 is actually fully simplified. It stays as 1/4. So the second step says divide the greatest common factor by the numerator and the denominator. So once you find the greatest common factor, technically if you know that it's 1, you don't have to do this, but we divide 1 divided by 1, which is 1, 4 divided by 1, which is 4, and it just stays the same. So we would write, and some of you might have already known that, but 1/4. Okay. Yes, I got it. That's really all you have to do, guys. So example 2 is telling me 3, 6. All you got to do is follow the CFS right here. 1, find the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator. So my numerator is 3, my denominator is 6. If you want to use the chart, you can. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 6 are right here, 1, 2, 3, 6. So the greatest common factor between them is 3. Now, once I found the greatest common factor, what is my next step? It's right here. Divide the greatest common factor by the numerator and by the denominator. Easy. So I'm going to divide. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. Which some of you, again, might already know this. This is for those of you who just need the practice to write your work down, show your work, all of that good stuff. So, remember, we find the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator. So, I found that the greatest common factor, the biggest factor that they both have in common is 3. Once I found that, I circled it, and I divided the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor, and then I found my fraction in its simplest form, or lowest form, as they say. So we got 1/2. All right, and so you just keep going. And like I said, some of you might already know how to do this. This is just practice, right? So last one, I'm gonna just quickly go over. You got 3/9. And so here, like we said, all you gotta do, find the greatest common factors between 3 and 9. And once you find that, you're going to divide the greatest common factor with the numerator and the denominator. So the greatest common factor between 3 and 9 is 3. So we divide both by 3. 3 divided by 3, and then we divide across. Is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So it would be 1/3. All right. So this is how we simplify fractions. You got it. Good luck.